Third graders, we are going to start today's reading by thinking back to our previous lessons, and we're going to be identifying the main idea. When we say the main idea, what are we thinking about? Charlie.
Like, what this story is about.
What it's mostly about, right? So what that section is mostly about. So we know everything we're learning about has to do with ancient Rome, but each day we've kind of focused into a new topic. So when we're thinking about the main idea, there are a few things we can do. We can think about the title. So what is the title of our reading that we just came across? We can look at pictures and we can look at captions. We can check the main sentences, the first sentence and the last sentence, even in the whole entire chapter or the paragraph. And we can look at for words that are repeatedly used over and over again to help us with that main idea. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to think back to our previous lessons, and you guys are going to start by writing some of the main ideas. And you're going to work with a partner. We'll take 5 to 10 minutes to work on this, and you're going to be thinking back to do that. So the main idea chart. First of all, we're going to be thinking about our introduction to ancient Rome. If you need to go back to your reader, you're welcome to just kind of look at some of the pieces. Are you copying sentences from your book down today?
No.
No? Are you writing complete, total, crazy sentences?
No.
Nope. This is that note-taking process where we just want to get our ideas down nice and neat, but pretty quick as well. And we're going to be writing the main idea for each lesson. So lesson 1, we talked about the introduction to ancient Rome. Lesson 2, remember the legend of Romulus and Remus? That one stuck with us pretty well. Lesson 3 was kind of spread over 2 days. We did it on Monday, and then we touched on it again yesterday, where we did the Roman gods and goddesses. And then yesterday, we also did the Roman Republic. And we started talking about how Rome got rid of their kings and queens, and they turned into a republic system where they had 2 appointed leaders. They had a Senate who helped advise them. And then from there, it just kind of went down, right? So we've had main pieces. We've had kind of big chunks that we've talked about with each of these. What I want you to do today, and you're going to work with a partner on this, is I want you to do some quick notes on what was the main takeaway from that day. Are we writing random facts? Nope, just kind of what was the main thing, the main idea of each of those days so far. I want to get this done before we throw in more topics today. I want us to be able to identify some main ideas through the past few lessons. So this is kind of our introduction today. Is just to get those the main idea done. We can find this on page 53 in our activity notebook. What page?
53.
53. And I want you just to go, we're going to work with a partner. Feel free to have out your reading book. Now, is that reader going to help you with the Roman Republic?
No.
No, because none of our reading came from that. Okay? It didn't come from your reader for the Roman Republic. That was your read aloud. You'll work with a partner today. You're going to work with your kind partner on this. Which partner?
Kind.
You're allowed to be around the room. Keep your space with your partner. You're not all up on each other. Go. Introduction to ancient Rome. What was our main idea? What was our main takeaway, our main topic that day? What did we kind of take? Can we take from it? Kason.
She was talking about Rome back then and Rome now.
Okay. So Rome versus ancient Rome. I would agree. I think that was a huge piece to it. Joey, would you like to add anything to that?
I said Rome then and now.
So Rome, yep. So I think that fits with it. So however you worded it, Rome then and now. Or we've got like Rome versus ancient Rome. So you're kind of comparing those back and forth with each other. So we're like, so thinking about that location as well, right? Was that a huge piece to it?
Yes.
Perfect. I think that's a huge, kind of the basics covering Rome, right? The next day was the legend of Romulus and Remus. Now, it was a big legend. We learned a lot about Romulus. We learned a lot about Remus. But what was our main takeaway from that? What was the main idea with that? Kaylin? What? The building of Rome. Would you guys agree with that? This is that legend of how Rome was built, how Rome got started. And that's a great thing to say. Chloe?
That they are kings.
Now, that's a fact about Romulus and Remus, but that was not the main idea of what we read. The main idea circled back to that that start of Rome, right? The building, the starting of Rome. We're going to move to the next one because that's a great one to have for a main idea. Roman gods and goddesses. We touched on this for 2 days, but what was our main takeaway? What was the main idea that we were learning on the Day of Gods and Goddesses? Grayson, would you guys agree?
Yeah, all the gods.
Different gods in Rome. We learned all about them, right? We learned their names. We learned what they were. We learned why they were important, what they were the god or the goddess of. That was the huge takeaway. That was the main idea of that day. Yesterday, we read about the Roman Republic. What is our main idea of the Roman Republic? Zoe.
It was about the new queen.
It was about what?
About when they were getting it was about when they got getting rid of the king.
It's about getting rid of the king. So that was a little piece to it. And then we learned all about what yesterday?
The different types of groups.
We learned about the groups, right?
Yeah, we already have the gods down.
The groups in Rome. They all belong to what? To the Republic. Now, notice how our title of our lessons fits right with it. Introduction to Ancient Rome. We learned about Rome versus Ancient Rome. Legend of Romulus Remus. We learned about the building of Rome, which was the whole legend about Romulus and Remus. The Day of Gods and Goddesses. We learned about the different gods and goddesses in Rome. The Day of the Roman Republic. We learned about the groups in Rome and how they related to that republic. So it all circles back to it. Was this a lot of detail we had to write? No, the main idea is just kind of what is that main takeaway from the day. Nice job with it. Today we are going to start in on something else. And our read aloud today is actually called the Punic War. The Punic War. So what I need you to do is go ahead and in your notebook, turn to the next page and kind of study our graphic organizer while we get ready for our read aloud.